everyone, this is Bernie from stampin'Up. Welcome back to my craft room. I am super excited to have you here. I am particularly excited about this project that I'm going to be showing you how to make this morning, or today rather. It is featuring some retiring product. I'm doing a little last hooray for some of the retiring products that will be ending at the end of April 2024. This week I'm going to be showing you Sending Smiles and the Quatrefoil Embossing folder, and we're also going to pay a farewell to Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party as colors. So I created this little mini one sheet wonder. Was it a one sheet wonder? Not really. I sort of stamped it intentionally, and all of the products excepting the sentiment has been used. Oh no, that's not true. A couple of the products, one is Sending Smiles, the one is Nature's Prince, the one is Quiet Meadow, and then the sentiment is Sweetly Scripted. So shall we get started then? So you're going to need a basic white piece of cardstock for your base. My usual is just to take a piece of cardstock, whether it be A4 or in the US, and just cut it in half, score it on the short side in half, and then cut it in half on the long side. And we're going to be working in a landscape orientation for this one. And then I cut my basic white at 5 7/8 by 3 3/4 inch. In centimeters, we're looking at 9.5 by 14.8, and you'll need two pieces of that shorter one. The one piece we're going to emboss in the Quatrefoil embossing folder. So I just want to watch the orientation of this because it's horizontal. So I'm making sure that my pattern's running that way. And I'm going to run this one through my cut and emboss machine. Now, this is not a 3D one. So for this one, you are going to need your base plate 1 and then a base plate 3. And I actually have one set aside for my embossing, and I've labeled it bottom. Put your embossing folder on top, and then another plate 3, and as you can see, I've labeled mine embossing top. And that way I just make sure that I don't get my cutting plates used as well for my embossing, and I get a lot more use out of it. This Quatrefoil is beautiful. I sometimes just hold on to retired things if I like them, and I definitely think I'm going to be holding on to this one. It's just gorgeous. So let's pop that onto that basic white folder, and I'm going to use some liquid glue for this, and then we can start our stamping. So I'm going to just put that in. When I first made this one, it was a little bit shorter. It's not bad, but I thought it actually would look better if the design went to the end. I was happy with the distance on the top and the bottom, but we're going to do it that way for this card that I'm just demonstrating to you. Now I'm taking that second piece of basic white that had the same measurements as the one I've embossed, and we're going to start inking. So I'm going to start with a soft light color, soft sea foam, and I'm using the fern from the Nature's Prince, and I'll be using that for the splotch as well. I'm going to be using some photopolymers, so I'm just going to put this underneath, even though that's not, just so that I can get some good inking. So I'm coming in first and second, and I'm going for this sort of fern middle piece. So just in the center of that basic white soft sea foam. Now we're bringing in Parakeet Party, and I'm still using Nature's Prince. I'm just using that splotch. I'm just going to go in the empty spaces, and I'm doing a bit of second generation here and there. And now we're going to bring in this beautiful flower from the Sending Smiles, and it's this large flower, and we're going to use some Sweet Sorbet for that, retiring ink color, and I'm just coming over second and first generation and over here. Cool. It's looking a little bit messy, looking a little bit like, what is she doing? Does she know what she's doing? I'm bringing the little center of that daisy. I'm going to use some lemon lolly, and I'm going to pop that in the middle. All right. You could also use Daffodil Delight. And now I want to bring in some Petal Pink and the little flower from Sending Smiles. So I just want to fill in some of these gaps. And I'm just going to be coming in, just want to fill in some of the background here. And now I'm going to be bringing in some crumb cake. And again, this is still from Sending Smiles. This is that stamp over there. Don't want to go too high because I'm going to cut that back just to make it fit. So let's just around those flowers. And now the last bit is the speckle, and the speckle is coming from Quiet Meadow, and I'm bringing that in with Sweet Sorbet once again. My desk squeaks. I don't know if you can hear my desk squeaking. So now we've done all of the stamping side for that. I'll bring this back when I'm trimmed this down, but I want to trim down the flowers so that we get a little bit of a contrast. So I'll bring my paper trimmer in. Looks and feels a bit Christmassy, doesn't it? So I'm going to take that down about an inch on the top, and let's have a look. I probably want to bring that down maybe an inch on the bottom as well. And actually that's not a bad idea because I saw there was some ink bits that must have come off my hand. So that's coming in there, but before we do that, let me stamp that happy birthday, and I've chosen to go with Cajun Craze, and it's a beautiful script. I love anything with twirly whirlies, as I call them. Okay, so happy birthday. I just want to get that as straight as I can. Excellent, very happy with that. And now we can glue that onto that card base and add some embellishments, and then we're done. What a gorgeous way to serenade the Sending Smiles and the In Colors Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet. But I've got a little bit of a surprise at the end. So when I was looking for embellishments, I thought, what have I got that's going to work? And then I saw my brand new embellishments. They are called Adhesive Backed Pearl Trios. And just look at that. I think they work beautifully. So I'm actually going to bring in a brand new product as a little bit of a sweet farewell, saying hello to the new and goodbye to the old. I thought that would be a fitting way of farewelling one and welcoming the other. It's almost like what they do at school here in New Zealand when the brand new kiddies start school and they've got a senior that comes in with them and shows them the ropes. So we could pretend that's what this is. All right, so here you have my serenade to Sending Smiles, also to Nature's Prince, and also to Parakeet Party and to Sweet Sorbet. And as always, if you love what I am creating, I would love it if you could please click the like button, as well as if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, if you could click the bell and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really value your support in that. Also remember that anyone that wishes to purchase these items that are retiring at the end of April, you can do that on my online store, and the link for that is below in the description box. So thank you so much for crafting with me. I look forward to seeing you next week. I still have to decide if I'm going to bring a last project in or whether we'll start playing with some new. I haven't decided yet. But remember, until we meet again, to stamp, to eat, to sleep, and repeat. Bye!